Hyde or Freeman? Freeman or Hyde? Hyde or Freeman? Freeman or Hyde? Who should be behind Russell Wilson in the Seahawks backfield in 2020? In today's Dragon Hawk Guy video, we're going to see who Guy here with another offseason update for all the 12s out there in Seahawks Nation. Today is May 22nd, 2020. Before we get started, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, and be sure to hit the notification button so you find out the very second I post any video to this channel. Also be sure to click right up here. That is the complete playlist for all of my draft coverage from the 2020 draft a month ago, so you can rewatch all of the NFL Draft 2020 goodness for the Seahawks picks. First up today, I wanted to wish everyone out there in Seahawks Nation a happy Memorial Day weekend. Thank you to all the troops, all of you guys out there for serving this great country of ours, and happy Memorial Day weekend to all of us for the kickoff to the summer season and getting just that much closer to the Seahawks training camp in July. But if you're like me, you've probably been spending most of your week leading up to Memorial Day weekend questioning who the Seahawks should have in our backfield behind Russell Wilson. Should it be Carlos Hyde or should it be Devonta Freeman? Carlos Hyde or Devonta Freeman? Devonta Freeman or Carlos Hyde? They're both about the same price point. They're very similar running backs. Thankfully, the debate did not go on for too long. But the Seahawks did make an offer to Devonta Freeman on Wednesday. At least as far as we know from all the articles that came out, he got the offer first from the Seahawks. However, he didn't sign it. He didn't take it. So the Seahawks made an offer to Carlos Hyde instead, and Carlos Hyde signed with the Seahawks yesterday. Carlos Hyde signed a one-year deal with the Seahawks, according to fieldgoals.com, and that one-year deal should be roughly $4 million for him to play for the Seahawks in 2020. Carlos Hyde is 29 years old and had one of the best seasons of his career as the leading rusher for the Houston Texans in 2019. Originally, he was a draft pick by the San Francisco 49ers, but has bounced around the league the last couple of years. 2018, played for the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then last year in 2019, played for the Houston Texans and had that 1,000-yard season. ProFootballReference.com reports his stats for last season as being 1,070 rushing yards with 6 rushing touchdowns and a 4.4 yards per carry average. He also managed to get 10 receptions on the year for a total of 42 yards receiving. However, before Carlos Hyde signed that deal with the Hawks, the Seahawks offered a very similar deal to Devonta Freeman the day earlier on Wednesday. That was also for roughly $4 million a year. However, Devonta Freeman turned down that deal. Devonta Freeman played 14 games for the Falcons in 2019. He had 656 yards rushing with 2 rushing touchdowns. However, he did have more receptions. He had 59 receptions for 410 yards receiving and 4 receiving touchdowns. So a little bit more of a receiving threat, a little bit less of a rushing threat. However, he won't be any of a threat to the Seahawks in their backfield this year, as he did not sign with the Hawks. Both players have similar statistical outputs. Both players are similar ages. Hyde is 29 years old. Devonta Freeman is 27 years old. So Devonta Freeman, a little bit more of a threat in the air, a little bit less of a threat on the ground compared to Carlos Hyde. He joins Chris Carson, the injured Rashard Penny, and of course rookie DJ Dallas in a rather crowded Seahawks backfield. Hopefully we can get through training camp and let the wheat separate from the chaff. I'm not a farmer. I'm not even sure what that means. But either way, we added Carlos Hyde to our backfield. Welcome to the 206. Welcome to Seattle, Carlos Hyde. And our second story for today is a story that was announced last week but wasn't finalized until this week. Of course, we're talking about backup cornerback Geno Smith re-signing with the Seahawks for his second year with the Hawks to back up Russell Wilson. Pro Football Talk reports that Geno Smith has re-signed with the Seattle Seahawks to be Russell Wilson's backup for a second straight year. To make room for him, they waived tight end Justin Johnson on the roster, and he joins Anthony Gordon, the former Wazoo quarterback, as the only other quarterback on the Seahawks roster behind Russell Wilson. Also, overthecap.com is reporting that Geno Smith's salary cap number will be a very Seahawks cap-friendly deal, very similar to his deal last year. According to overthecap.com, Geno Smith has signed a one-year, $895,000 contract with the Seahawks with a $25,000 signing bonus. So Geno Smith is staying right around the same payday as he has been the last several seasons, and he's giving the Seahawks a valuable veteran backup quarterback to Russell Wilson without being much of a salary cap hit. And third and finally today, there is an update on the Jadeveon Clowney situation, in that there is no update on the Jadeveon Clowney situation. Otherwise, obviously, that would have been my first story for today. Jadeveon Clowney still out there, still hasn't signed with the Seahawks. No real news of any significance as of the last week or so has trickled out about Jadeveon Clowney. Obviously, the Seahawks cleared a lot of roster space, cleared a lot of salary cap space to ostensibly go after Clowney or go after Everson Griffin or go after a few other free agents. But as of the start of Memorial Day weekend, Jadeveon Clowney has not signed with the Seahawks or with anyone else for that matter. So the update on Jadeveon Clowney is there is no update to Jadeveon Clowney. So, but I want to know, what do you guys think about the Seahawks acquisition of Carlos Hyde and the reacquisition of Geno Smith? What do you guys think? I want to know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of the Seahawks going after Carlos Hyde and keeping Geno Smith? I've been dragonhawkguy. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Hit the notification button, hit the comments section, hit the playlist button, hit all the buttons, and let me know what you thought of the Seahawks acquisitions for this week. I've been dragonhawkguy. I'll see you next time, and have a great Memorial Day weekend. I'll see you.